So they're talking about 236 to 247. What happened with the Genji played? What can you do differently? This is the first key moment that we're going to give you.
Watch your flanks.
236 to 237. 236 to 237. Oh my god, this was a fast ultimate. Alright, we're starting 30 seconds. Let's start a little bit before. Okay. We're just staying at each other for 20 seconds to make sure that we have 30 seconds on the timer. You know what? It's approximately 30 minutes. Not 30 seconds. 30 minutes, approximately. Let's see this. So, let's check from the old point of view. Understand the situation. We have Primal. We have Blade. We're close to Rally. They have these ultimates. Okay, while you have your Rush and Nano. Okay, let's see. Let's play the team fight first. So, you know they have Blade. 2 minutes have passed. What could you have done more? Nice kill there. That was sick. That's exactly what he wanted. Okay, okay. What could you have done differently here? So, because this will be, all of them will be uploaded on YouTube. If you've watched the first VOD, then you know exactly what I'm gonna say here. Forks, your ultimate, ugly, so you make the enemies have a bad engage and they go bad. Forehead. So in this case, what you could have done is do not focus on saving your team from the Blade. Focus on winning the team fight before the fight even starts. Good area where you're spamming from. This is super good. But what would have happened if... What would have happened if you would have casted your ultimate? Wait a bit. Now. Literally now. Now. Before Monkey's back, before Brig is back, before Kiriko's back. Just cast it on Sojourn so you can just rush them there. Let's continue the fight. So you have 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you can cast it now. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, cast it now. Because I see that you're aware that the enemy Genji has the ultimate. So there's no reason for me to go into 2 minutes have passed, so assume that the enemy team has ultimates. You know this from what I see, right? Because this is why you're playing like this. You're aware of it. And everybody's aware of the fact that ultimates are going to be online soon, because after 2 minutes pass, it's safe to assume that they have them. But right now, even if you're +1, you know that you're scared of the Blade, so you could just invest your ultimate to secure the point. Even now. Before Genji gets into an angle. So number 1, be more proactive with your ultimate. Throw the ultimate early. It stays up for 10 seconds. 10 seconds would be enough for the payload to go from here to here. It doesn't have to be a perfect ultimate. You don't have to ultimate in front of them. A lot of players feel like you have to ultimate to chase them. You can just use your ultimate on this line so your teammates have more cooldowns. Hog has what? 3 or 4 hooks because of it? Stuff like this. Now, he goes aggressive. Number 1 thing that I would say is the fact that you're staying grouped up with your team. Number 1. So, let's see this positioning. You spam, right? You get a kill. And now you play defensive. When you get a pick, play aggressive. Press the issue. Okay, press the issue. Press the advantage. And with Kiriko, you can do this way better than you can with Zenyatta or with Ana. Why? Because you have your teleport. You can press W, you get a pick. Go. Go. Ana is going to heal that. Go. Do not stay grouped together. You get a pick, you off-angle left side, right? You can always off-angle. Ana's going to take care of your team. What are you going to off-angle? You're more of a DPS in this type of team composition. Same discussion that we had earlier with Moira, right? Of course, if you see that the Ana's going for a flank, you should focus on healing your team. But Kiriko excels at off-angling. Go to the side and spam. You got a sick kill onto the Brig, and then you fell back into the I have to protect my team type of playstyle, which is not the thing to do with Kiriko. Press the advantage. You can always TP back to your team. You should almost never, ever walk back to your team to heal them. You should heal from long range or TP to them. If that makes better sense with the golden goal. Now he blades, and what can he do when he does that? You throw the Suzu a little bit late. I think they would have killed him right now. This is just Suzu timing. I wouldn't stress on this. Suzu takes longer to explode than Nate does. If you would have thrown it earlier, Genji would have not received the reset, and probably he would have died. But right now, because he gets that, he slashes. Hanzo doesn't get the kill because he had the dash reset, even though he was in Suzu, and then you just die. That's it. That's literally a very forehead explanation. Yeah, dude, you should have landed the Suzu. Oh, really? Really? No. The more you play, the better it is. The better it's going to be. You can also use your ultimate to disengage, but I don't think you should do that in this case. You should probably use your ultimate 9 out of 10 times proactively. And yeah, that's about it over here. You lost before they even engaged. This with the blade. You should have pressured a little bit more. And people being like, why does he throw kunai instead of healing? Why does he damage instead of heal? This is called the Kiridam. He's still healing while doing damage. You can throw 1 or 2 knives while this is happening. And secondly, the amount of healing that you're going to do will not be sufficient to out-heal to the damage of the blade. So the entire team fight so far could have been avoided. You realize, very good. Again, you play an on-off angle. You spam, super good. So you're playing from here, pressure this angle, even go out the window, fight the Genji, or invest your ultimate to make sure that you cap the point. Right now he goes in. This is a small mechanical error, just to do a little bit earlier. Boom, that's it. But imagine what would have happened if you would have went out the window, you know, and pressured before. So that's about it. What is next? And that will come with time. Proper Suzu timing, do not stress about it, will come with time. Literally, the more you play the hero, the more you're going to be able to land them consistently. It happens. 5 months from now or a month from now, you probably would have won that team fight because your Suzu timing would have been better. So there's no other solution than play to understand the ability better. 852 to 916. I was going back and forth deciding if I should help D.Va dive the Widow or stay back with my team. What would be the optimal decision regarding this situation? Okay, at 852 from 916. Where is 852? 852. Let's observe this. Okay, this is defense. So let's see. We have downtime here.
What's up?
We have again downtime. We're not spamming. We're healing. TP back or go with D.Va. And then you pick the third option. Okay? What to do? Until what? Until 912? I'm checking until 916. Yes. I remember. So, first things first. You have to spam, you have to play from angles where you can have no downtime, right? You have no downtime, number one. Which is what you're trying to do here at the beginning, which is super okay. Let's see exactly a couple of seconds before, actually. Spamming a little bit. Careful, because you don't know the team comp. It's good to be a bit defensive. Heal up the D.Va a bit. You reload the knives. You don't know the team comp. And now you're hesitating. Now you're thinking. You TP on top. You don't want to climb onto the Widow. You're afraid that she might kill you. You have the Suzu to invest if you're already invested. But you want to play it safe. So far, so good. D.Va should have stayed there, I guess. Just heal up the D.Va. Nice, you're waiting. And now this is the thing. You can see in Faded Silk's brain right now. Do I go with D.Va? Or do I go with my team here? Now, you have to pick something instantly. Even if it's the bad decision, just do it. Okay? You thinking that you should TP to the D.Va, you thinking that you should TP to your allies here. Now, logically. Now, speaking of, Ana's thing with DPSs should be able to keep the DPSs alive. If Ana's not the one being contested, then your team, if they die, it's probably on them or on their Ana if you're not gonna do it. If they're gonna die, I mean. Your D.Va dying to a Widow in a 1 versus 1 is also on the D.Va. There's no way she should do this. If she gets spammed from here, and you're gonna be like, how did she take that much damage? She can just fly on the left side. And proper DM usage. But the issue is that you're hesitating. Do I TP? Do I TP now? Or do I go there? Pick something. He gets hooked. He can't stay there. He dies. And now you TP to try and save. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like a big mistake overall. The big mistake is not that you did not TP to somebody. The big mistake is that you had downtime. You had moments in which the enemies have no way of seeing you. No way. You're not contributing to the fight at all. You TP there, you're healing the D.Va, but that's it. You know what I mean? So do not put yourself in positions with Kiriko, considering her incredibly high mobility from which you are safe. You have to play her risky. If you want to play a support that's safe, I don't know, play Brig. Play a passive Ana, play a passive Baptiste, be aggressive. He dies, you have two options. You either TP and save, which was the right decision in this case, by the way. It was a little bit of hesitation here, but still. Right decision, good TP there to save. Or if you go with the D.Va, what are you gonna do if you go with the D.Va? You go with the D.Va, you heal her up, and you maybe spam from here. That's what you can do. I would say that the issue, again, is not the hesitation, decision making, and the D.Va just dying here. This is on D.Va. The issue is, and then you can see like the tilt happening, the tilt. You can see that you were affected a little bit by this because you hesitated and you got hooked. This is like when players make mistakes, when hesitation comes in and you just like zone out. Like, should I have helped dig? Should I have helped dig? What should I have done? Ideally, you get hooked and then you die. Ideally, what should have happened is the following. You get hooked. You die from Widow. You forget that they have a Widow. It's probably... Let's rewind the team fight. So, at the beginning, you're spamming. You TP. You heal the D.Va. Fine. After you TP, you're scared that you're gonna die. You don't want to pick this angle. You can probably go for like a shot or two and then back out because you have your Suzu still. But you decide that you want to be defensive. What you can do is you can either continue playing from here or climb yourself on top and try to contest the Widow, or you can still be safe, fine. But right here you have to decide. Like right now you're in a position where you have 2 seconds in which you're not doing anything. If you see the D.Va flying on top, because you are right next to her, maybe go and wall climb and try to follow up on the kill. These 2 seconds of downtime is what lost you the fight. Why? Because the enemies are fighting 5 versus 4 while you single-handedly took yourself out of the team fight. And before you go like, but ML, I got myself in this position because my teammate went aggressive. Oh, really? Fine. Be aggressive as well. So over here, you TP to the D.Va. You do up. You still have the Suzu. Kill up the D.Va. Instead of backing out, I don't know, peek. Look at the angle that Widow has. It's going to be a hard angle. Peek. You can even climb and Suzu yourself if you want to take a risk. Go left side and Suzu yourself. Or you can even go over here if you want and try to look for an off angle here and spam until you TP back to the D.Va. Do not have moments in which you stand still, okay, with Kiriko. Always look to see somebody, especially the enemies. I would actually prioritize seeing the enemies first and seeing your allies. That's all I'd be saying. Let's watch this a little bit. We talked about the key moments. So again, if you invest somewhere, try to get as much time, try to get as much value as possible and have, again, 0 downtime. Do not have moments in which you stand still. Just try and shoot, try and heal, and try to decide if you stick to the plan, which is go with the D.Va or TP back to your teammates. If you care about your teammates or not, just pick something instead of hesitating. If your D.Va flames you for dying there and stuff, just mute. That's on her. D.Va should never die in that position. Let's watch a bit of this. Okay, she's bubbled. Suzu. Nice, focusing on healing. You're trying to look for spam. Spam. Right now, don't heal. Spam. Even if it's there. Spam. Left click. No downtime. It's like Zenyatta. Spam. Spam, 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 spam. Ana's healing. Nice healing onto the Ana. Spam. No kunai shot so far. Almost 30 seconds. Start spamming. Good. Here's the trick. A fast trick with Kiriko. Do not spam at the tank, usually. Spam in positions where you think they're gonna pick from. For example, I would shoot the Winston 1 or 2 times, and then I would start spamming the window. I would start spamming this corner. I would start spamming this corner. I would start spamming over here. So even though you have somebody in front of you, focus on these angles. Good TP there. Nice feeling. You break the bubble because it was a little bit low. And now we're waiting. And here's one thing with waiting here. While you're healing, the heal takes some time to travel. You can just heal, and when you heal, walk a little bit to the left side, because maybe after the healing is done, maybe you can get a kunai here, or get a kunai here, or maybe instead of the enemies shooting your allies here, they're gonna shoot you, and you have some cover if they decide to go for you. So right now, again, you heal. Don't back out, try to create an angle. Right? Go to the left side, you can always be back. Good disengage though. You understand the limits. Spam, spam, spam. Nice, I like this. Let's continue watching. Ana's there to help them out. You're not needed. Spam. Climb on top, go left side. Kill the Ana, understandable, you get a kill. Pushing the advantage and wait for Genji to go in. Okay, goes in. Nice Suzu usage right before the dash. Stay together, you peel a bit. You're playing Kiriko in the same way that you'd be playing a Brig, if that makes sense. Okay, still need to get used to the aiming. Anyway, it's okay to play Kiriko like this from time to time when they have like Winston engaged that they want to dive in, but you still have moments in which you go aggressive. So for example, right here, now, because you have like longer sidelines, you feel like you can take off angles and push. This is chef's kiss. This is super good. You get a kill, now invest the ultimate. You lose this or get better Suzu time. What happens afterwards? Oh, we still have 10 minutes from the vote. Good. You're worried about Diana since you noticed Winston Genji wanted to protect her from getting dived. Okay, if you're worried about her, you have TP, you have Suzu, you have pre-heal. If Ana's playing from here, then that doesn't mean that you have to play from here. You can go over here, you can heal, you can walk a little bit, try to go a shot or two, then heal again. Or, instead of playing from here and isolating yourself from these angles, you can always take a long angle and spam. Because you can also heal Diana from here while shooting there or there. There's one thing that I want to say that I don't think I've ever covered from characters that want to off angle and have headshot potential. Sometimes the reason why you're not landing the shots and why you feel suffocated with space is because you're not taking wide angles enough. Over here, what the enemies have are the following. Bastion cannot headshot long. He can. Bastion, like this, it doesn't matter. Long range headshots don't matter that much. From Bastion, no. From Brig, no. From Winston, no. From Genji, triple shuriken, you're gonna move? No. From Kiriko, headshot matters. From your Sojourn, yes, it matters. From the Hanzo, yes, it matters. From the Kiriko, yes, it matters. So you taking a fight in tight corridors, in tight chokes, plays to their team's strengths. If you go long range and you spam, you have 3 heroes that can maybe land headshots. If you're playing from here, then sure you might land a headshot, but it's almost the equivalent of Bastion shooting you in the head 2 or 3 times. So if Kiriko has the luxury of going for like cheeky flanks like this, like Genji and burst and get out, but if you feel like you can't do that because everybody's like suffocated with space, create a wider angle. Split from your team and spam. You know? Over here as well. Here's another example. So you're playing on low ground, same angles. I don't know. You can climb this building and shoot from here. Well, you can still heal. You can go from here and spam. You can go from here and spam. You know what I mean? Like play long range. Because right now, Ana is focused on healing. You should focus on damage. Look, you're waiting. Climb. You're safe. Who can kill you from the enemies? Nobody can kill you. You will take damage. Yes, that doesn't mean that you're gonna die. Same thing. Nice, I like this. Should have Winston a little bit. Probably get it to TP there. Still killing a little bit. Ultimate is going in. Okay, you have the advantage. Now you just gotta heal. You avoid getting shot by the Bastion. Nice healing there. Good moves. Try to crouch spam from time to time. He's not pressing crouch at all. He's low HP. You decided that he's gonna die, so you're not worth investing. Nice DP there. You take care of your team. Suzu a little bit late. It's okay though. You kept the point. You take the 1v1 duel. Not that important mechanically speaking right now, because the more you play the hero, the better it's gonna be. You died there. Okay, didn't pay attention. Good spamming. I want to see how you approach this.
That was interesting.
Okay. Here you play with snipers. From what we've learned, what can you do? Don't stay that close together to them because Ana's responsible to healing them. You can still heal them from long range. You're not a close range support. You can play from all ranges almost. Okay, you're not like Moira. You can take an off angle here. You can take an off angle here. You can take an off angle here. You can even play from here. You can climb on top and spam. You can stay behind the payload, but if they're afraid of enemies getting headshotted only from this direction, then they can just play this direction. Or they can just play, I don't know, this direction. You know what I mean? So you have to create a ton of off angles with Kiriko. Nice. Killing a little bit. Good. You're spamming from the same angle. This is what I'm also having issues with Kiriko. Sometimes I'm telling myself, I shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be with your teammates with Kiriko most of the times. If your team needs healing or they need immediate assistance, you can just TP to them. Right now, your positioning is similar to a Briggs. You're more of a protector right now.
Payload's heading out.
If you feel like your team needs the protection, sure, this is good. I like this. You +2, no need to force anything right now. Swap to healing. Exactly what you do. You're ready to TP, you listen to the sleep dive, you TP, you help the hook, careful about him dying. Taking high ground, sliding down a little bit. Suzu yourself. Okay. And now, he's kind of low there. You're thinking about TPing. He survives. I would probably cast the ultimate here. Even if it's a bad ultimate, a trick that you can do with Kiriko's ult is use your ultimate right before the payload is about to be capped. Because the ultimate stays up for 10 seconds. Even if your allies not use your ultimate to speed boost onto the enemies and kill them, if the enemies go to the point, then what do you have extra that the enemies don't have? You have two things. Number one, faster reload speed. And secondly, more cooldowns, faster abilities because your cooldowns are being reduced. So right now, I'll probably cast the ultimate from here to here just to apply pressure if you feel like the fight is not won and they're gonna die. You got lucky with Genji touching that. You got really lucky with the dash. Nice duels. Okay, I want to see a little bit of defense for like a couple of minutes. We saw the first fight, the small hesitation there. Let's see here when you're gonna be back.
Let's get back to it.
TP. Nice heal. See, this is exactly what I mean. I don't know if you did it voluntarily or not. You TP to the Sojourn, and you don't walk with the Sojourn like you would with a Brig. You split, and now Genji has to pick. Does he go for Sojourn, or does he go for you? And if he uses his E in front, his deflect in front of Sojourn, then you can just do damage to him. You know what I mean? You can still heal. And oh wait, I gotta save Sojourn. No problem, I can Suzu the wall. I'm still spamming. I get the shots. I can TP in 1 second again. Exactly what I mean. Genji has to pick. Sometimes, I feel like a lot of Kirikos would just follow the Sojourn in this case. So they TP. Oh no, Sojourn's going left side. Let me go with her. Split yourself from the team. Very good here. Very good.
Under my protection.
Okay, nice. This is what I want to see. Spam. Perfect. You can always heal the Sojourn. You can always TP to the Sojourn. Spam. This is how you play Kiriko. Spam. Don't be afraid he's gonna dash to you. You can Suzu, whatever. You TP back. Okay, fine. Heal a bit. Spam. 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 Still heal a bit. You don't know what to do. Okay, he dashes. You start protecting. Suzu. Nice. Okay, usage, I guess. You're scared a bit. Diva's low. Thinking about TPing. You hear that there's a hog. You're thinking about it. You get back into cover after the TP. And now let's see here. You dodge the hook. You still have that problem with hesitating. Do you invest on helping Soldier, or do you go left side to help the Diva? You know? This is why you almost got hooked. You decide eventually that you should play from the left side. Ultimates are being thrown in. Nice healing. Almost have your goal. You heal a little bit. He dashes in. Good. Good Suzu. Nice ultimate. And now, again, this is like a moment in which there's downtime, you know? You have to pick something. Heal, damage, TP, flank, use your ultimate, do something, contribute. You contribute, off-angling a little bit. We have Baby Diva, we have Hog on point. You could invest your ultimate, you could have invested your ultimate here, you're still waiting. Now, here's an issue. Again, Ana going left side, you can go to the right side. Because the enemies have to pick. Do they go for Diana or do they go for Kiriko? You want to protect Diana a little bit. You break the lamp. Nice healing. Good ultimate usage. Nice. It doesn't matter, dude. As long as you win the fight, the more ultimates you do, the better. Kill happens. Nice. Be proactive, even if it's not optimal. It is sloppy. Let's watch one more team fight and then we're going to go into discussions. The Olaf review. How do you approach this? Spam. One TP to the Soldier. Nice, save him. Melee. Always throw a melee when you dash to a Genji. After you heal, you can punch. Right? And do an animation cancel with the melee. See? You split from Soldier. You had to pick instead of staying behind the Soldier. And I guess that's about it. Very good. Very good. Let's go into the Olaf section of Teaching Tuesday. The Olaf review. Let's put everything at 25 so far. So what I would say is the following. I would say that your game, needs some work, but you will not win instantly more games if you improve your game. So I'm gonna put it like this, okay? About your positioning though. Your positioning most of the times is good, but it needs to be worked on. I'm gonna put it like this. Cooldown usage needs to be a little bit better than aim usage, because like if you start using your ultimates a little bit better, and if you're using your TP for more aggressive plays to like TP back to your team, it should result in more wins. So I'm gonna go like this. Actually, I'm gonna put this at 20, this at 20, okay? I would say though that if you start trusting yourself a little bit more and committing, you would probably start winning more fights and more games consistently. You're a smart player. You know what you have to do. You're not that afraid of enemies, but sometimes you just hesitate. You knew that he had Blade. You knew that you know that you should split. You know that you should do something. Just do it, okay? If your allies don't know what you mean, then just mute them. So for example, just TP to the diva. Just go for a flank. Just trust your mechanical skill. Just pick something, okay? And the way you do this, fix positioning and cooldowns. I would say fix decision making is the most important thing that you want to fix, okay? Number 1, do a lot of bad decisions. Yes, do a lot of them. You will usually learn more from your failures than you will learn from your successes. Okay? So for you, for example, I would say it's mostly hesitation. With ability usage, with even positioning, it's hesitation. Just pick something, dude. Just pick something. So do a lot of bad decisions and then think what you have to do. The issue that I would say though, the main issue with a lot of bad decisions is number 1, doing them, and number 2 is probably do bad decisions fast. I don't care if in your brain the best decision would be to use your ultimate 1 versus 5. Do not hesitate. Just do it. I'm not joking. Okay, you have your ultimate, throw it on the floor. Payload's about to get the... Throw the ultimate there. That's it. Just use your abilities faster. Use your TP faster. Be more proactive. One way to get better at decision making, specifically on supports because they have low cooldowns, is use your cooldowns off cooldown. What I mean with this is if you have your teleport available, TP to somebody. Or search for somebody to TP to. If you have your Suzu available, it means that you have to use it. If you have your ultimate available, use it. Don't hold on your ultimate for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Use your cooldowns off cooldown. The same tip I gave to a lot of Ana players. You know why? Because this is what happened. So mL7 told me to use my cooldowns off cooldown. So I threw the nade and I threw the sleep dart and then I got dived. What a piece of shit advice. Bro, are you kidding me? They realize that if they don't keep track of the tracer, where she is, and they use their cooldowns, they'll get dived. So in the future, they held their cooldowns until they saw where the tracer was coming from. This is exactly what you have to do with Kiriko. Exactly what you have to do with a lot of heroes also. But I would say with Kiriko, because she's a bit different, it also works. A bit different with how aggressive she can play, especially with the TP. So for example, TP is up in 7 seconds. So I have 5 seconds to find a flank, do 2-3 kunai, TP back. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I would like you to do. With Suzu, it's a bit debatable because you're trying to hold it for your allies, but if you watch a lot of Kiriko gameplay from top players, you'll see that they just use their Suzu on themselves. And also, use your ultimate a little bit earlier. It's 10 seconds, dude. I really think that they're going to nerf the duration. But then again, the window lasts for 10 seconds, so... Especially when the payload is about to be capped, if you throw your ultimate, you will probably win the teamfight. Even if your team cannot capitalize on the speed boost that it gives, they will capitalize involuntarily on the cooldown reduction, dude. Imagine going against a Roadhog that has 3 hooks, or 4 hooks, I think. Or you have 3 Suzus. So, do a lot of bad decisions, and you can do a lot of bad decisions by doing them fast. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. With time, you will understand when to save your abilities, but please, and I mean this very seriously, you are in Platinum. You are not playing in Contenders or Overwatch League. Now is the time to fail and to be avoided and for people to be mean to you. Now is the time. Because if you climb to top 10 by being passive and being lucky and stuff and not being shit-talked, then you will have a bad time when you're hesitating. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like a lot of pros also struggle in games. They hesitate under pressure. You know exactly when they hesitate and when they don't hesitate. So be more confident in yourself. Do a lot of bad decisions fast. Now is the time to learn. And you got this. Okay? And for aim training, I would also recommend do the following mods, the Kiriko codes. Do the following aim training codes for Kiriko for 10 minutes per day, 5 minutes. And the codes are workshop. Just to fix the aim a little bit, because this cannot be that bad. Okay, like this will not make you a worse player, and it's also only a couple of minutes. Use these two workshop codes, or these two workshop codes, yes, workshop codes to improve your Kiriko aim, so you can land more headshots and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you found this review useful. And mL7 and Olaf out.